Today, the church celebrates with joy. The whole theme is joy. Just take a moment and think about the most joyful moment of your life so far. Think about what that moment was. Just be there for a moment. Think about where you were. Think about who you were with. Think about what that feeling of joy is like. For most of us, the experience of the greatest joy in our life was probably a moment also of love, one of the greatest moments of love in our life. For some of you, it might have been the day of the birth of a child, might have been a day where you made wedding vows. Somehow, the Lord has made it so that joy and love go hand in hand. It's a fruit of the Spirit, actually. When we have a relationship with the Lord, then we experience joy. And whatever your most intense moment of joy was in your life, maybe it was even a moment of experience in prayer directly, God was there. If it was an experience of intimacy with another human being and that made you joyful, you were experiencing the Lord as well. He was giving you a taste of his presence in that moment. One thing that I find striking about the experience of joy is it often feels like it's bigger than me. Like I didn't create this moment. Like I'm just feeling this thing. I can't control this thing. It's unbelievable. Like it's a humbling experience to experience intense joy because somehow it's coming from a source bigger than us, and I think we inherently know that. But it comes from an experience of a relationship. When we're in a relationship with somebody else, we can experience joy. When we have a relationship with God, we can experience joy. And today the church is inviting us to rejoice, not in the world. Rejoice in the Lord always, we hear. The world is hard to rejoice in. The world's a mess sometimes. We say actually in that prayer, the Hail Holy Queen, we say it every time, that we live in a valley of tears. I love that description of the world. It is a valley of tears. And yet for us as Christians, like underneath that, there is still an abiding joy. And it's a joy in the fact that God is with us in this valley of tears. We're not alone in it. We're walking side by side with him. He's with us right now in this community. He's with us in the scriptures speaking to us. He's with us in the sacrament that we're about to experience. God really is with us and wants to be the source of our joy. And so today we pray with some humility and gratitude for all the blessings God's given us. Family, friends, this community, a relationship with him, the gift of the Eucharist, the gift of all the sacraments that we've received. You take a moment and acknowledge God's goodness in your life so that as we walk out of here today, we can truly be filled with joy.